Hi, my name is Brian Dembowczyk. I am the Associate Pastor of Discipleship here at First Baptist Church of Tampa, and I am so glad that you're watching this introduction to spiritual gifts. As a church, we believe that God has called each of us to serve Him, to be on mission for Him. That's why we use the term missional. That's what we mean, that we simply believe that you are called by God to live as a missionary for Him wherever you are. Missionaries are not just those who serve overseas. Those, of course, are missionaries, but we believe that all Christ followers are missionaries. And in light of that, we really want to come alongside you and help you to be equipped in every way we can to live as a successful missionary in your context. And so that's why I'm so excited that you are taking the time to watch through this video and to learn a little bit more about your spiritual giftedness. Let me just take a minute first and explain some of where we're going to be going in this material. And by the way, I hope that you have the teaching materials in front of you. You should have a booklet that has Introduction to Spiritual Gifts on the cover. That's the main teaching book that I'll be going through, starting on page 2 in just a moment. You also should have a spiritual gift inventory, which I'll talk about in a little while, and a tabulation sheet. So if you don't have those things, I encourage you, pause the video now, go find them, bring them back, sit down, and then start again. What we're going to do first is I'm going to walk through a brief explanation of what spiritual gifts are, what they are not, how they are given, and what they are to be used for. And so after defining what spiritual gifts are and teaching on them, I will next go over a brief introduction to how to use the survey tool so that you can help understand better what your spiritual gifts are. If you've already taken a spiritual gift inventory, or if you know them, of course you don't have to take another one. You're more than welcome to as well. I think you would enjoy that experience. But I find many people have never taken a spiritual gift inventory or a survey, and so they really don't know what their gifts are. And so I'll explain how that works in the second part. And in the third part of our time together, I'm going to overview the basic spiritual gifts that are available, teach a little bit about what they are, how they are used, and give some warnings. I think we need to be aware that there are some dangers to how we are using spiritual gifts, or when we have a spiritual gift, some things to look out for. And then finally, there's going to be a bonus section at the very end of this video, and I will go over what some people call sign gifts. Namely speaking in tongues and healing. These, of course, are very common if you watch television. A lot of televangelists will use these. And in my experience, there's a lot of question about what these are. Are they available? If they're not available, why? And so I just want to take some time and teach a little bit about what sign gifts are. And again, that's a bonus material. If you're not interested in that, if you've already resolved that, by all means, skip that chapter. But if you're interested in that, want to know a little bit more about that, that will be a bonus section for the end.